Guys, feast your eyes on the 1971 Harley-Davidson XLH 900 Turtle Tank Sportster, known and called the Turtle Tank because of the prominent 3¼ gallon tank that has a really unique shape to it, only for 2 years. The 900 was a 2-year only bike, 71 and 72. There was previously an 883. This one's absolutely freaking gorgeous. In fact, this is the actual Harley service manual showing what it looked like coming out of the box originally, and this is restored to look exactly like the way it was out of the crate, out of the showroom. The black and birch white paint is absolutely beautiful. Has this really nice Kaplan badge on here. The upholstery on the seat is new. The paint is new. This bike was given a full comprehensive frame off restoration. Every nut, every bolt, every painted surface, every chrome piece has been gone through, and it shines like the day it came out of the showroom. It's an absolutely stunning piece. The saddlebags these are hard case saddlebags. The shocks on it are new shocks. The rear tire is brand new. Matter of fact, Jimmy Laurinaitis just put that tire on there. The front tire was in good shape, so we didn't mess with that. But this is a full frame off restoration. The engine came out. This is a matching numbers bike, which is important too for any classic. It's 55 years old, has the matching numbers engine and frame. This is called the Ironhead because it has iron jugs and iron heads. And you can see this is a cases split restoration. The engine came out, the cases were split, the flywheels, all the lower end bearings, gaskets and seals were all replaced. The clutch was redone, the primary was gone through, and the top end was redone with new pistons and rings and all new gaskets and all new rockers and everything else. So the engine was restored internally and externally to be in brand new condition. It was also upgraded to a Dyna S electronic conversion, so there's no more points to deal with. It has a full top end gasket kit, James gasket kit, base gasket, head gasket, all new motor seals, new front exhaust rocker arm, the rear exhaust rocker arm, the front intake rocker arms, rear intake rocker arms, new rocker arm shafts, new rocker arm springs, new rocker arm washers, new rocker arm washers front and rear. Has a new Kibble white valve kit, and the Eastwood's machine did the work for us on the cylinder head. The bottom end was redone by the previous owner. Eastwood's machine redid the top end for us with a valve job, installed the replacement valve guides, the 20-23330C exhaust valve guides, and the 20-2320 intake valve guides. So the heads were done, all the gaskets are new, the bottom end's been done, and it runs and rides like a brand new motorcycle. This bike is a super running, iconic classic. If you look closely at the front here, you'll see the chrome on the front wheel is in excellent condition, has a little bit of patina on it, as you'd expect, but for a bike of this generation, the brake backing plate has been chromed, the spokes are chrome, the fork lowers are chrome, the chrome uppers are in good condition, the fenders have been painted, looks really nice. As the headlight bucket looks like new, the triple clamp covers, the upper triple clamp was chrome, the lower's got the chrome cover. This is a new chrome cover. It's got the wide beach bars on here, and chrome clutch lever, chrome brake lever, chrome mirrors, new clutch cable. Looks like a new front brake cable here. Also, new throttle cables wrapped with the chrome wrap on there. The speedometer and tachometer in excellent condition, shows 28,305 miles on it. The gas tank is in mint condition, has a really unique raised center ridge. And they called it a turtle tank because this ridge on the side here kind of like almost looks like a turtle tank from the top. That's why they call, that's why they call a fat boy a fat boy, because it's fat, right? This is a turtle tank, so it looks like a turtle. The seat is really an iconic look too. This is original saddle and passenger grab rail back here. Rear fender is in good condition, as an original style, tombstone style tail light with this nice Sportster emblem on the back, and the studded mud guard. Again, I think I already mentioned the tire is new. Everything's been gone through on this bike. It looks like new, it runs like new. And like my dad said, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. It's got a brand new battery on it. All the electronics have been gone through. You see the wiring is new. It does have the new electronic ignition, has a chrome swing arm. Passenger pegs are mint. Rider's pegs are mint. It's got the XLCH emblem on the side here with a new chrome primary, new horn bell house covering. The cylinders are beautifully repainted. You can see the hardware is all new. And Jimmy had the whole engine apart on it, and he replaced the bolts for that hold the heads on. He had the heads repainted after Eastwood's restored them. He had them repainted. All the chrome and aluminum looks excellent. All the hardware looks great. Even the engine mounts are chromed. If you look at the bottom of the bike, there's no oil coming out of it like you normally see on Ironheads. Look how clean the cases are on this thing. It's in remarkable condition. It's not uncommon for Ironheads to leak oil. This one's not currently leaking, and it's in spectacular condition. You can see the plugs are new. The plug wires are new. It's been completely gone through. Just reading off Jimmy's work order here because I think I left some stuff out. After the bottom end was done, he gasketed and sealed the new motor sprocket seal, new primary cover gasket, new starter adapter plate gasket, new solenoid rubbers, new rocker cover gaskets, new pushrod tubes, new seals and gaskets, new base gaskets, new cam chest gasket, new cam seal gasket, new tappet block O-rings, new ignition advancer assembly roll pin. He rebuilt the rocker box assemblies, new intake rocker arms, shafts, springs, and washers. Actually, Eastwoods did that part. He outsourced that. New exhaust rocker arms, shafts, springs, and washers. New rocker end O-rings and washers. New valve guides and new Kaplan white stainless steel valves. And the valve job by Eastwoods. Set the valve lash, did the oil service, set the timing, installed the new rear Harley Dunlop rear tire, set the tire pressure and the chain adjustment. I think I might have left some of that out, but I want to read it right from the master mechanic, Jimmy's. He's a world-class A-Tech who's been spinning wrenches for 35 plus years, and he knows what he's doing. This one was done right. Look at this logo on the side here. Isn't that cool? The Harley-Davidson logo. There's something about this bike, man. We've had you probably already know our company logo for the New England Motorcycle Museum is an Ironhead Sportster and a CR250 Honda motocross bike. There's just something about this style, this engine that to me, it's an iconic classic, and that's what a Harley engine should look like, man. And it was originally designed in 1957. If you look at a 57 Ironhead, it looks exactly like that. So by 71, they had worked most of the bugs out, and they had it dialed in, and they improved it quite a bit, and the performance was much better. They went up from 883 to 900 cc's, and this is a classic, highly sought after 71 900 cc Ironhead turtle tank Sportster, set up to look like it just came out of the box. To do a restoration to this level, frame off restoration on a Harley, you're looking at about 150 hours of shop labor, and current shop rates are nowhere in the country will touch a Harley for less than $100 an hour to have it professionally done. So you're looking at 15 grand in service to do a frame off restoration on one of these bikes, plus all the parts. So it's not going to be cheap. It's going to the high roller section, but good luck finding a nicer one for sale today. They're just not that many pristine restored Sportsters on the market today. So this one's a really beautiful piece. It's not perfect. I see a little bit of patina on the rear fender here, on the paint job back here. That was done some time ago. It's got a little bit of patina. It is 55 years old. Okay, it's not brand new, but it's as close to looking new. There's a little patina on the front rim, but it just shows beautifully. It's an absolutely spectacular piece. Definitely a museum quality machine. It's going to be on display here on the second floor of the New England Motorcycle Museum. It's being sold at auction on eBay, bid high and bid often. If you have any questions, give Junior a call. It's for sale locally, so if you wanted to call and just buy it from that option exists too. So we're at 860-454-7024. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.